Hi guys, Sharon here again. Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title, today's video is about how I pack as a travel influencer, or what I call myself, a travel content creator. You know, I'm somebody who travel for the purpose of creating loads of content for social media, which includes photos and videos. And a couple of weeks ago, I posted on my Insta story showing you guys how I pack my outfits, and you guys seem to really enjoy it and find it helpful, so that has given me the idea to film more in depth about what I pack as a travel content creator. If you're starting out as a travel content creator yourself, I hope that you find this video helpful, and it might hopefully give you some ideas as to what will be useful to pack with you when you travel. And it would really mean the world to me if you could check out my Instagram account and see how I make use of all the things I'm going to talk about in a minute. And yeah, for now just ignore the clutter, but I promise that they're relevant and I'm going to go through them one by one with you guys. Okay, the first thing first I'm going to talk about is my fairy lights, because they're very important to me, and I always make sure I bring them. And I've got so many different types of fairy lights. I've got the wired ones that you can actually bend. These are actually really good and they're my favorite. They're also very bright. And then I've got the star ones. Just gives a bit of a variety, you know, with the star shape. And then I've got these really chunky ones. These are the ones I got right from the beginnings, and you know, when I didn't have much experience with fairy lights before. But after getting like these white ones, these ones feels a bit too bulky, so I don't use them so much nowadays. And I've also got these battery operated candles, which are actually very handy, you know, in situations where you can't faff about with the string lights. You just switch these on and just put them wherever you want them to. And yeah, so these can be really handy as well. Okay, I'm going to give you an example of how I put my fairy lights to use. So on my recent trip to Prague, we've actually went on a boat trip, and it has actually gotten dark quite quickly, you know, not really what we had expected. And if it hasn't been these lights, we would not be able to get as many shots as we had. I'm going to insert some shots with me using the fairy lights to show you how I generally make use of the fairy lights, and they also make your shots a lot prettier. So if you're looking to get better travel photos, I would say definitely invest in a few fairy lights and bring them with you when you travel. The second thing that I always bring when I travel is some fake flowers. I know this seems a bit extra, but I love them because they really give my photos a pop of color. If you check out my Instagram account, you see how I've actually carried these so much. And I remember one time when I posted a photo of me carrying these flowers, some people got really upset thinking that I've actually damaged or stolen some other people's flowers. But honestly, don't stress, because these are just fake flowers, and I would never ever dream of just, you know, stealing someone's flowers. So just get some fake flowers and bring them with you, and because they're quite light anyway, so although I would say it's just a bit tricky to pack, but other than that, I would say they're very useful for photos. Yeah. And the third thing is balloons, of course, balloons. So I have got a stash of balloons that I always bring with me when I travel. Obviously, I don't use them all the time, because I mean, how many shots can you actually pose with you holding a bunch of balloons, right? But I always have them in handy just in case, you know. Sometimes you just need them to add some colors to your shots. And one of the questions that I always get asked from people is, how do I get helium pump into my balloons when I travel? Because obviously you can't check in any helium tank into your luggage. So the trick is, I always liaise with the hotel that I'm going to be staying in. So like, for example, when I went to Cappadocia, I emailed my hotel a couple of days ago and say, hey guys, I'm a travel content creator, and would you mind helping me get some helium for my balloons? Obviously I'll pay for them, and they're more than happy to help. So that's how I normally do it. On another occasion is I actually got to the destination and then went in search for a party shop, and then got the helium pump into my balloons. So I guess it just goes to show that if you want to make something happen, you can. You just have to put a little bit of effort into it, and that's it, right? Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is how I pack my outfits. Right, so as a travel content creator, and as a general rule for myself, I normally plan about 2 to 3 outfits per day when I travel. I know this might seem a little bit excessive to some people, but just bear in mind when I say I'm a travel content creator, that means I travel with the purpose to create as much content as possible for social media. And obviously nobody wants to see someone wear the same outfit over and over and over again, right? So that's just what I have to do. So I generally plan 2 to 3 outfits, one for the morning, one for the evening per day, and this is how I pack them. And these packing cubes, honestly, they're life-changing, and they keep all my stuff so organized in my luggage. And I'll show you how they work. Basically, every single one of them come in 2 compartments, and the general intention is for people to separate dirty laundry from clean clothing. So that's what you can use them for, but I generally use them to separate my clothing according to, say, days or colors. So, and also they come in different sizes. This is a smaller one, which I use to pack my swimwear or my fairy lights, anything that you want. And then I stack these into my luggage, and they are honestly one of the best inventions ever, and I highly recommend everyone who travels to get them. I got mine from Amazon. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm going to link them down below for you guys. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, which might seem a bit obvious to some of you, but as a travel content, or should I say as a female travel content creator, I always have a straw hat with me when I travel. And that is just because it makes every shot look prettier, make every shot looks more girly, and also it hide any bad hair days, right? So so I always have my straw hat with me just in case. Obviously don't bring them when it's the winter time, right? Because that won't be appropriate. And these hats can be a bit tricky to pack, but what I generally do is I pack them, I stuff soft or like clothing into this bit where it's empty to maximize space, and then I put it into my hand luggage. I never really put these into my check-in luggage. And then all around here, I then stuff whatever that I can fit in, just so that I don't waste any space. So that's how I pack my hats. And I think that's all for today. These are all the things that I will always bring with me when I travel, and I really hope that you find them useful, and hopefully that gives you some insight on what travel content creators have to bring extra when we travel. Obviously I haven't touched on anything that's general that every traveler bring with them when they travel. For example, things like travel adapters and things like that, I haven't actually touched on them, but that's just because these are the things that everybody has to pack anyway. I hope you find this helpful. It will mean the world to me if you could subscribe and hang around for more, and let me know what you like to hear or see me talk about. And I would love to connect with you on Instagram as well, so check out my page at SharonYWS, and hopefully we can connect over there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!